Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and right now I'm going to do an unboxing that I wasn't expecting on being able to do, and that's the unboxing of Leon. This is the 4K Zavvi exclusive set. I was after it rather than I couldn't afford the huge set that came out. It was about £100, which is just ridiculous money, to be honest. And this one's still 60, but it's had sold out, and I was very surprised when I got an email saying this has come back into stock. You have registered an interest in it, which I had. And quickly grab it, please, before they all sell again. It's limited to 2,400 collector's edition. I suspect that everybody watching will know the Leon story, but as a quick overview, Leon is a professional assassin with a simple code of no women, no kids. He happens to live next door to a small family of the father who's a criminal and a drug dealer, mother who's a prostitute, and whose daughter doesn't go to school and has basically been brought up on the get out of the way type method. That's brilliantly played by Natalie Portman in her first role, who's playing a 12-year-old girl at the age of 12. In actual fact, I believe that there were questions about whether or not she should be allowed to play the role because of the content of some of the film. She didn't have a problem with it, and they agreed to take out some of the more violent things that she was supposed to have done during the shooting of the film and the script. So that was okay. She was the one who was actually said later on that she wouldn't have been bothered by the violence. She knew it was all false and just for the cameras. This is the front whilst I'm going on. As you can see there, these are just stuck on the outside of the shrink wrap. And I think it's the outside of the shrink wrap. It's certainly not sticky stick, I don't think. So anyway, I'm just going to open that in a sec. And that's the whole point of an unboxing. Anyway, like I said, her family gets killed by Gary Oldman, who is playing a essentially psychopathic drug dealer. Unfortunately, he's also a police drug enforcement officer, so he doesn't usually catch himself. He is an absolute psychopathic sociopath, drug fuel throughout the whole thing, and he really turns on the chewing the scenery, but he does it so well. He is brilliant in this, as is everybody. Jean Reno as Leon, the titular Leon, and as I said, Natalie Portman in her film debut. So yes, she obviously wants revenge on the people who killed her parents, despite the fact that they hardly treated her very well. She doesn't know really any different, and luckily she manages to escape into Leon's flat before they find her and kill her as well. He takes her in, and after some persuasion, he agrees to train her up in the art of assassination so she can take revenge. A lot of people have objections, especially to the extended version. There are two versions of the film, the extended / director's cut. Some say it should be called extended rather than director's, because the director at times has said that it's not actually his preferred cut. Other times he says it is his preferred cut. It's one of those, I think it just depends on how much of a backlash it's getting at the time. So yeah, the extended director's cut is the one that tends to get a little bit more backlash, because there's more of Natalie Portman's character, who, like I said, is only 12 years old, trying to use methods of persuasion to get what she wants, essentially by offering sexual favours, which obviously is uncomfortable. But Leon, he's got his code of no women, no kids, in to kill, and he's also, to me, slightly thick, and he doesn't really, I don't think half the time he actually sees what she's trying to do, and he obviously is never going to take advantage of her in that way. It just wouldn't even cross his mind, and she's doing it because probably she's been brought up in a household, realistically, where the only way that she's ever seen a woman get anything done is watching her mother persuade people by using sexual methods as a prostitute. So it's quite a believable, if not pleasant thought, that she would try to use that at an unsuitable age. But anyway, ignoring either that, you can make your own mind up. I prefer the longer cut with that extra depth of character, because I don't believe it's in fact, I think at the time, Natalie Portman says she wasn't bothered by it either. She has since said she'd rewatched it and she thinks it's a bit icky. I think that was her word. But again, I think it's a lot of the time it's looking back on what you did at the time and looking back at it with modern eyes, and also with what I would call American cinematic eyes. And this was a film from Luc Besson, and he does tend to shoot with a much more European oriented method of making films and morality, etc. So that could be reasoning behind the differences in maybe people's perceptions now and then. Anyway, I've taken the shrink wrap off now. It does still have that stuff on the front. Let's see if it comes off nice and easily. I hope it does. Oh yes, that's gone. That's the front. As you can see, it isn't exactly got deep embossing, but there is some. It's got different factors of shininess, and also there's some bits are rougher than others. Some purely smooth, and others are like dimpled to provide like a matte look without actually being matte. It's all gloss, but where it would actually be gloss, it's left flat, and therefore would it actually be matte, like on a woolen hat, it's more dimpled. And the background is dimpled as well. That's the back. This is a separate credit card sized pull-off thing with the number, in my case 2026 out of 2400. As I said, it came back into stock. That's probably didn't really come back into stock. It was stock that they didn't know whether or not they'd sell or get back or whatever. So let's see, does that come off easily or not? Yes, it does. It's got just sticky stuff on the back end. crosshairs to go with the rifle on the front. That's the I'm just going to peel off the back carefully with the shortcut. Right, that's off. So that's the backing card. Sticks on. There's a little bit of gunky gooey stuff. As it used. It wasn't too heavily stuck on. That's good. And the back, same sort of style, slightly dimpled background, but actually a gloss finish. Beautiful picture. Very atmospheric. And that's, by the way, it's the line. Yes, it is the right way up for everyone. Okay, that's great. And let's have a look inside, as Kermit might say. This is the extras bit. I'll just pop that back quickly and show you that's that end. This is the extras side. That's the steelbook. That's the wraparound little package. And as you've seen before, no women, no kids. That's the rules, as I've mentioned. And there's Gary Oldman. What have we in here? Right, this will be interesting. Looks a little bit different than the usual fare, which I think at this price it should be. Sorry, I'm still going down with a bit of a cold. This, I think, connects to, yes. I think it's either a stand or connects to the Hotel National Key Fob, which is a hotel that they stay in during the film. I'm assuming that either goes around there or whatever. I shall work it out at a later date. And we have a huge batch. Oh, no we don't. There's a little batch of cards. This is, they've got a standy uppy. What can you call that? Stand card, so you can just put it on the side like that to put up. Except, well, actually you put it on the side like that, because otherwise it looks stupid. Yeah, and very nice indeed. Yeah, so the back just comes round and that sticks out to you can stand it up on. Then also in here we have these. All got, I think they've probably all got the same logo on the back. Logo on the back is a pair of pistols. And I'll just show these to you one by one. They have Natalie Portman's character. Another character. That's Leon's contact who hands him the jobs for assassination, looks after his money, etc., etc. It's wild, people. I'm sorry I can't remember off the top of my head all the names. Obviously that's Gary Oldman's upset psychopathic drug-fueled police detective, the drug officer, and Leon himself. We haven't finished yet, but I just thought at this time I shall show you the inside of the little black cardboard slip that this all goes inside. That's what it's got. That's a scene from the film, so I remember it's a good scene, that one. So many good scenes in this film. It's one of my favourites, actually. Here we have a little booklet. Photos. This is all stills from the film. This is where Billy Portman's character's first learning to shoot the rifle. And I'll put that to one side again. And we have an envelope again with that, the matching logo on the front. Pistols, nice silvery, and different sized postcards. But these are, instead of being art drawn cards, these are stills again. Again with the logo on the back of all of them. As characters, after they've been kicked out of yet another apartment building, the only thing he takes from building to building is that plant. Gary Oldman, Leon's plant, and again his contact, and again that scene that I was saying was excellent, and those all live in that black envelope. Gosh, yes, that's an awful lot of these. And here we have the regulation mini poster, and there we go. I hope you can see that. So I've just got something come up on my phone. I'm hoping it'll disappear in a sec. So all I'm seeing is this. I can't see whether or not this is working for you or not. So I'm going to take this excuse to pop these things away. Right, I'll put that all together later. And now the other bit that you'll want to see, the actual steelbook itself, of course. That's the front before I do the unsealing. And the back, using a lot of the same artwork. Not exactly repeated. Particularly what all was to go on the, well, not that's okay on the floor. This isn't right. I said that was the back. That's a wraparound J, but hasn't even got any sticky stuff on it. Doesn't really need it. That's the clean front of the steelbook. Has got the name of the film on it, so there's a clean picture, but very nice. And there we have the back of the steelbook, and again, as you can see, all gloss. There we go. No embossing or debossing. That's the spine. And I have just noticed on mine, purely by touch more than anything, easier between the E and the O. There's a very, very small spine slash. It's been a while since I've had one of those, and to be honest, on a set like this, certainly not going to try and get a replacement, because I'm sure it'll be sold out again, and it'll be very, very difficult. But that won't bother me too much. Inside here we have, is it just, I think it's just the 2 discs, yeah. On the left there we got, so on this side we got the 4K. Yep. On this side we've got the Blu-ray, both with art but different art. The 4K, quite unusually to a certain extent, is the extended director's cut. Quite often the 4K will be the regular cut, and the Blu-ray will be where you get the extended if you want it on there. And in this case though, that's the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray has does have the extended cut on it as well, but it has the theatrical, so that certainly implies that the extended stroke director's cut is the one that is preferred, because that's the one they've actually put onto the 4K disc. That is the same in all the UK releases. I would actually point out that if you wanted to get the American release, it misses off 4K. It misses off a lot of the extras that are on this one. Now I can't, now where did I put the little card with all the extras on, as they say. We got rare feature on 10-year retrospective. Jean interviews, I think it's interviews with Jean Reno, Natalie Portman, starting young, interview with Jean Reno, and interview with Eric Serra, who's his contact. So Natalie Portman starting young is not going to be an interview. It's going to be a piece on the fact that she was young when she actually started. The inside of the steelbook has art, and again I think if you've seen that picture, or certainly that side of it, it's them leaving the building again, her carrying his plant. As I was saying, if you get the American version of the 4K, it misses out all the extras, or almost all the extras, but it does have both the theatrical and the extended on in 4K. I don't know how packed they're, because they're all actually on one disc. It's only one 4K disc, and no Blu-ray disc in there, and it's got the theatrical and the 4K. So if you want to watch the theatrical in 4K, that is the way to do it. However, it's not easy to get hold of without paying quite a bit. I had to get someone I knew in the States to get hold of mine, but it might be easier to get now. At the time, if the Amazon were refusing to export it to the UK for whatever reason. So, right, that will be the completion of my unboxing of the Leon set. I'll put everything back together. Of course, I haven't managed to work out how that keyring gets in without everything going. He's still keeping everything flat yet, but I'll just put it away like that for now. And that, so it is. By the way, the top similar, rough gloss but rough on the back, and again on the bottom it repeats the numbering system. They're saying mine's 2026 out of 2400. Very nice. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing, well, relatively quick unboxing, as quick as I ever am. I'll try to be thorough of Leon. This is, like I said, the Zavvi exclusive. I do hope they have it in stock if they're still, and if they do, and especially if you happen to give it a go, it's a great film, and this is it's probably an expensive way to get it, but at least you also just grab it if you can, and if you're interested at all in getting all these lovely things on top. So thank you very much for watching. Like I said, if you like the video, please hit like. It really does help me, and also hit subscribe. And before I see you again, please keep on enjoying watching all the stuff you're watching: cinema, films at home, TV at home, all that sort of thing, and everybody else's YouTube channels. And I hope to be back with you soon with more videos. Cheers.